Everyone, on behalf of St. Louis Realtors and its 8,000 plus members in the greater St. Louis region, I would like to welcome you here today. Not only do we welcome those who are here in person, but also those joining us on social media. Today we celebrate the grand reopening of our upper level office space. We are very pleased that you have decided to join us today. My name is Matt Muren and I'm your 2021 President of St. Louis Realtors. To begin, thank you. Oh, thanks. To begin, we have a number of special guests here with us today that I would like to recognize. And I ask, as I recognize you, would you please come forward and stand next to me here at the podium? I would first like to introduce the leadership of St. Louis Realtors. They are Katie Berry, President-elect. Hey. Gail Brown, Treasurer. Scott Haggerty, Secretary. Michelle Sloan, Immediate Past President. Dan Sale, our CEO. We also have members of our 2021 Board of Directors here with us today. Please join us at the podium as well. Yep. I would be remiss not to honor the members of our 2020 Board of Directors here with us today. They were the ones that initiated this process and made this possible. So if I could get our 2020 board members to join us at the podium as well. I also want to recognize our past presidents that we honored last night with the introduction of the past president board, which you'll see shortly. So any past presidents here, please join us at the podium. I would like to recognize our advisory group, made up of Realtor members, which has provided invaluable leadership and guidance throughout this process. This group was appointed by our 2021 President Michelle Sloan and includes members Carl Day Jr., Kevin Gosting, and Scott Haggerty. We are exceptionally honored and pleased to have the leadership of Missouri Realtors here with us today. We have Andrea Sheridan, our treasurer, Jeff Kester, the immediate past president and CEO of the Greater Springfield Board of Realtors. If he's here, Derek Schriever, treasurer-elect, and of course, our honored CEO, John Seabury. We are thrilled to have representatives here with us from neighboring associations of realtors, and we welcome them. With the Franklin County Board of Realtors, Stephen Flannery, President, Amanda Nemeth, Association Executive. With the Southern Gateway Association of Realtors, we have Dee Dee Hill, President-elect, Mike Ruzica, Secretary-Treasurer, and Katie Hunsiger, Association Executive. Please join us at the podium. We are honored to have several elected officials here with us today that we want to acknowledge. We have County Councilwoman Kelly Dunaway, who represents this office at the St. Louis County Council. You know, realtors are servants and we serve our community, and we are honored to have a number of realtors that serve us as elected officials. They are County Councilman Mark Harder, State Representative Derek Greer, thank you. Mayor of Chesterfield Bob Nation, Baldwin Alderman Mark Stallman. I saw Mike Travellini, our Shrewsbury mayor, and St. Peter's Alderwoman Melissa Reimer. We have various chambers of commerce represented here as well. They are with the Mid-County Chamber of Commerce. We have Chamber President Jennifer Ridgway, Chamber Vice President Dana Merritt, who's a realtor as well, Chamber Second Vice President Chris Rayburn, and staff member Kelly Klaus. You know, please, everybody keep filling in. I love this applause. We're honoring so many people today, so if you need to stretch your hands now and again, please take that moment. I'm very thrilled we have from the Creve Coeur Olivet Chamber of Commerce, Tom Lancia, the Executive Director. Marvin Steele with Heartland Black Chamber of Commerce. And Alejandro Santiago with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We are also joined today by a number of key partners in this project, and we certainly want to recognize our partners as they are individuals who made this all possible. Kat Jones with 2 Men in a Truck. She is an affiliate member of St. Louis Realtors and their marketing director, and I cannot emphasize how much we appreciate the efforts of Kat Jones and 2 Men in the Truck for their assistance with this physical move. I want to thank Color Art for their contribution. Commerce Bank, I believe Matt is here with our relationship manager, and there were a variety of expenses with this project, the vertical lift, design, furniture, moving, etc. And the bulk of these expenses of the construction costs were financed by Commerce Bank. So thank you, Commerce Bank. With Kadeen Construction, we had Corey Stefanik, the project manager. Kadeen was our general contractor and was an absolute pleasure to work with, and the Kadeen team demonstrated the ultimate professionalism throughout this project. Thank you. It's important to acknowledge ED Design with Karen McKeedy, the president, and Kirsten Malloy, the interior designer. This team did a fantastic job as our designers on this project. And both ED Design and Kadeen Construction were chosen through a very competitive bidding process. Another partner we had was All Rise Elevator, who installed the vertical lift, which you'll see shortly. And we were pleased to have Smith Pro Commercial Painting, which provided the fresh coat of paint to the gray accent, which you see on the exterior of the building. You may not recognize it, but it is an amazing addition, so we're thrilled by that. Thank you. You know, we are joined here today by a number of our staff of St. Louis Realtors. I would like to recognize this staff and take a moment. They play such an important role in all that we do here at this association and have created such a smooth transition with this renovation. Our entire operations were relocated during this renovation, where members serviced during the construction phase, and this resulted in no interruption of our service. During this period, our staff serviced literally thousands of members through webinars, in-person, and phone support, and included the onboarding of approximately 475 new members while in a temporary space. That certainly is due a round of applause. Thank you. And please join us up here. And additionally, several of our staff worked remotely during this time period. I want to call out our CEO, Dan Sale, for his extraordinary leadership throughout this project. And I certainly want to call out staff member Karen Dunn for her extraordinary efforts in coordinating with E-Design and Kadeen Construction, and staff member Rick Capelli for coordinating our finances. Thank you. Please join us. The reason we are gathered here today is to unveil and celebrate our newly renovated space. This initiative began in 2020 under the leadership of our 2020 board and its president, Michelle Sloan, and concluded under the leadership of our 2020 board of directors. One of our primary objectives in 2021 was to undergo a renovation of the upper level of our association building. This renovation, which you're about to see, was long overdue, as this building was originally constructed in 1987. And there have been no significant improvements since then, with the exception of the Realtor store. Again, this initiative started in March of 2020 and has been in the works for nearly a year and a half. The construction phase of this project, which took about 15 weeks to complete, began on March 15th and ended in the first week of July. This new initiative has a new members wing, which you will see has a stunning new boardroom, past president's conference room, and an open concept membership lounge. I love the members wing, and we pay recognition to the past presidents of this great association, a lineage that goes back to 1877. You know, it was important to add that greater accessibility between the upper and lower levels with the addition of the vertical lift. While our space was ADA compliant before this addition, it is an important addition, an important component for those with mobility issues. Those who are enter our doors should feel as welcome as possible. You are all members here. These upgrades include a greater separation between public areas and work areas and result in a more secure environment for our staff. And importantly, this consolidation of all the association departments into the same physical space resulted in a more collaborative and functional work environment. So, I want to thank the 8,000 plus members of St. Louis Realtors. We thank you and recognize your support during this transition. I was humbled yesterday when our CEO, Dan Sale, showed me a picture from 1907 when they were doing a ribbon cutting of their new headquarters 114 years ago. The weight of that picture sank in last night, and the thought that in another 114 years, future members will be looking back at pictures of this event. So fellow Realtors, this building is yours. This is your real estate home, and I welcome you here. I know this renovation will serve us for years to come. And as this building is yours, I welcome everyone here in attendance, members and guests, to please join me behind this podium for the ribbon cutting. This is your building. Let's record a piece of history. What do you say? Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Is it out shorter? I want everybody to jam behind it. Oh, you okay? Never mind. I think they got one.
Yeah, I am wonderful. Thank you.
She had asked me to grab mine, so I didn't know.
And everyone, after this is done, I welcome you to go in and view our new space. Of course. Michelle, get up here. Dan, yes, sir. Yeah.
Let's go, Red. He was saying he wanted to make it shorter so they get the picture. Well, you tell us when to stop with the ribbon and I'll force everyone to get to the right side.
Squeeze in this way. Keep
And if I can borrow you, you can test those out on
Yep.
the side. So I can
Sure. This is the non-official official. Ready?
Yeah, it just, whoops. Here. Is that not cut?
Maybe there's a sharp
I have
end.
another pair of scissors.
That does not count.
This one doesn't count.
You could chew that fast.
You have a pocket knife? Well thought. Michelle, do you want to help me with this?
Sure. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll hold it.
All right. All right.
Watch my
Pictures.
fingers. Okay, you can go ahead.
All
Watch my
right.
fingers.
I'm watching your fingers. Hey! All right, everyone, please visit the new space. Welcome.